It can happen. Like, easy, maybe, like, biggest fight.
I think it'll be the biggest fight.
Biggest fight,
Yeah.
everybody know, and I also want. And I think next year is the best time.
The UFC champion Islam Makhachev had a confrontation with streamer Adin Ross and revealed that he plans to fight Ilia Topuria, sending shockwaves through the lightweight division. On one side, Islam is announcing his fight with Ilia Topuria next, while on the other hand, he is talking about his upcoming fight with JDM. With both fighters known for their impressive skills, the stage is set for an intense showdown. Makhachev is known for his grappling powers, while JDM is a formidable boxer. This fight is shaping up to be one for the headlines.
Boxer. He's a good boxer. He have one of the best hand in our sports, and everybody know he's a good boxer, you know. And but he's not just boxer right now. You see his last fight, how he defend the wrestling, how he feel in the ground.
Bilal didn't even take him down, I don't think, right?
He take him down like twice or three times, but. It's not something like surprising. He feel good in the ground.
Yeah.
That's why I told you it's gonna be maybe hardest fight in my life, and
wow.
I training so hard for this fight.
In a recent interview, Islam Makhachev spoke with respect about Jack Della Maddalena, saying he recognizes how skilled and determined his opponent is despite not always receiving the recognition he deserves. He explained that Jack has strong boxing, impressive scrambling, and knows how to stay composed under pressure. Islam admitted this could be one of his most challenging fights because Jack is powerful, adaptable, and difficult to control on the ground.
Honestly, you know, this is the one of the maybe hardest fight for me because he's big, he's good everywhere. Maybe he don't have good wrestling defense, but his grappling is good. He defends, he get up from the grappling very well, you know. That's why I'm prepare myself for anything. I can strike with him, I can wrestling with him, grappling with him, but I know he also training hard for me because his last opponent, Bilal, we have not same style, but Bilal also tried to wrestling, but he defends his wrestling very well.
Islam Makhachev spoke about how demanding his training has become in preparation for this fight. He explained that each session now stretches beyond 2 hours, packed with warm-ups, live drills, sparring, and grappling. The intensity has increased since his longtime teammate retired, leaving him to push harder than ever. Even when he asked his coach to slow things down, the answer was always to keep going until every round was finished.
In Dubai camps, we came, do warm-ups 20 minutes, and we beginning drills 40 minutes. Drills, like live drills. After that, 5 rounds sparring. Okay, we did 5 rounds sparring. After that, 3 rounds grappling. Okay, grappling. And we beginning do planks, push-ups, you know. It's more than 2 hours. You know?
Yeah.
But we never did this in AKA.
No.
And I told everybody, hey, I training with this guy all my life, but what changed now? When he retired, why would have to do more, you know? And I tell coach Javier, hey coach, you have to stop him, but coach never helped me.
Islam Makhachev explained that for UFC 322, he is preparing to impose his game plan and take advantage of any opportunity to finish the fight. He expects his opponent to be fully ready, which will make the bout highly competitive. He emphasized that fans can expect a skilled and exciting contest where he will actively seek the victory.
If you ask me my plan, also, always I'm gonna take him down, hold him, and if my opponents give me same chance to finish, I will finish, you know. But I know my opponent's gonna be ready for anything, and it's gonna be a good fight for the fans, you know. We both who have good MMA skills, you know, and that's why it's gonna be very competitive fight, but I will looking for the finish.
Talking about Islam Makhachev's legacy, former UFC champion Michael Bisping emphasized that his achievements at lightweight remain secure. He noted that even if Islam faces a tough challenge at 170 pounds against Jack Della Maddalena, it does not take away from his past accomplishments. Bisping highlighted Islam's multiple title defenses and victories over elite fighters, underlining his place among the greatest lightweights in the sport.
Islam Makhachev, we've talked about this a lot. Jack Della Maddalena's got the boxing, Islam's got the wrestling. I saw a thing this morning on Twitter, somebody said, oh, if Islam loses, does that affect his legacy? And I responded, I thought, no. And everyone's like, why? Explain. And I thought that's pretty obvious. He's the greatest lightweight fighter that the sport's ever seen. He defended the belt 4 times. He's beaten great fighters. Just because he goes up to 170 and potentially might lose to Jack, I don't think that would affect the work he's done in the past.
In the same podcast with Michael Bisping, Herb Dean discussed Islam Makhachev's striking, noting that while he is primarily known for his grappling, he can deliver powerful and precise strikes. He highlighted Islam's ability to mix his striking with his wrestling effectively and his confidence to exchange blows when needed. This combination makes Islam unpredictable and hard to prepare for in the cage.
People talk about the striking, obviously, of Jack. When you look at Islam Makhachev, he did knock out Alexander Volkanovski cold, pretty much.
Yeah, beautiful
with a head kick. No one else has done that. He did have moments on the feet against Dustin Poirier, who's a very, very good striker.
Yeah, I don't think he's a terrible striker at all. I just think he's very basic, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think he knows what works, and he uses it to great effect mixed in with his advanced grappling, right? But he's not afraid to trade, which is why I think Islam does have so much success.
Both analysts explained why the fight between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena is so compelling. He noted that Islam's grappling and pressure create a level of challenge Jack has not faced before. Observers watching Islam train reported that he appears stronger and more physically imposing than ever, adding a new dimension to the matchup.
Yeah, that's what's going to be, and that's why I think we're so damn intrigued on this fight, right? Because we saw Jack handle that pressure from Bilal, and I love Bilal. I trained with him for years. He's my boy, we talk. But I think even he would admit he's not quite the same type of pressure in the grappling department as somebody like Islam is. Islam, I'm telling you, my buddy Ryan has been training at Nick Catone's and Frankie's and all these gyms while they're all in town, and he's been seeing him move and spar. And he said, first of all, I know he's not that heavy, but he said he looks fucking strong and huge.
He looks big.
On the other hand, Israel Adesanya spoke highly of Jack Della Maddalena, highlighting his standout boxing skills and focused approach to training. He recalled being impressed by Jack's dedication and natural ability when he first met him. Adesanya noted Jack's effective combination of head and body strikes and his smart movement in scrambles, which make him a dangerous opponent.
See, Jack is just not the same as everybody else. I've met Jack when I did a seminar at their gym years ago, me and Brad Riddell, years ago, and I met him and his brother. And even though he was very quiet, he stood out to me. He stood out to me just because of the way he was working and the style. And watching him fight when he got in the UFC, I didn't really see him too much before he got in the UFC, but when he got in the UFC, I was like, oh, what the f? I saw his old highlights and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, Jack is just a guy who silently worked. Well, his work spoke for himself. He fucking destroyed my boys, Gilbert and Randy, and everybody else in his way. He just finds a way to it's body work.
He also highlighted Jack's ability to apply constant pressure, defend against takedowns, and control the rhythm of a fight. Jack's mix of technique and strategy allows him to push forward when needed while maintaining balance. Adesanya pointed out that Jack excels at closing distance, working on the fence, and using his striking to dominate exchanges.
I love the body banging. He does the way he thought. Head, body, head. He just mixes it up so well, and it scrambles as well. That's one thing I think is gonna be. Talk to Tim. Tim told me if you look at Jack, and I'm like, yeah, I've rolled with Jack. I've sparred with Jack, light, nothing too crazy. We're just moving around a little something. But yeah, he's the one, bro. He's the guy that you can't just count out because if you do, you'll go to sleep. I'm a big fan of his style. He's got great boxing, great scrambles, knows how to stuff a takedown and attack, and he's always on you. But yeah, I think Jack should stop. Pace himself, but also don't fight to Bilal's strength. Don't move back. I think Jack should do what he does, which is close the distance, get him on the fence.
Another MMA analyst, Demetrius Johnson, analyzed Jack Della Maddalena's previous fights and noted that he moves more naturally in the orthodox stance, which improves his rhythm and flow. He highlighted how Jack executes his techniques efficiently without overreacting, making each strike purposeful. Johnson also praised his high kicks and combinations, emphasizing that everything Jack does in the cage appears calculated and precise. He marked that Jack Della Maddalena seems to rely heavily on a boxing background rather than a typical MMA style. He pointed out how Jack's stance and hand positioning set him apart from most MMA fighters. Johnson also highlighted Jack's ability to land strong strikes from both southpaw and orthodox positions, showcasing his adaptability and power. Demetrius Johnson ended his discussion saying that Jack Della Maddalena is at his most effective when fighting in the southpaw stance, but can shift to orthodox when needed. He explained that Jack adjusts his movements based on openings in the fight, showing flexibility and awareness. This ability to change stances allows him to stay unpredictable and maximize his striking throughout the match.
Yeah, so he does his best work in southpaw position, but he's able to move and he'll go left and boom, boom, depending on how the flow and how the void is opening and closing for JDM will depend if he goes southpaw or orthodox. But the third round, this final round shows that he does his best work in southpaw position. From the first one we just watched, from this position, watch, he comes here. Okay, he's southpaw right there.
Some analysts call this fight 50-50, and Kamaru Usman agrees it is a closely matched battle. He explained that Islam Makhachev's striking and grappling skills could test Jack Della Maddalena by targeting areas where he has shown weaknesses before. Usman also highlighted how Jack continues to develop and improve with each training session. Overall, he described the fight as unpredictable and highly competitive.
No, I think this is one of those where I'm kind of 50-50, but if someone can really neutralize and really exploit some of the weaknesses that JDM has shown in the past, I think it's someone like Islam. Islam is very, very talented with his striking. Islam's got great grappling. And JDM is he's growing each and every time, each and every day. So this one is really one of those fights that I consider a toss-up.
He highlighted Islam Makhachev's growth as a striker, noting how he has developed the ability to mix body and head attacks effectively. He referenced Islam's performances against top opponents, showing how his striking can set up finishes even for fighters known for their toughness. While grappling remains Islam's edge, Usman pointed out that both fighters bring exceptional talent, leaving the outcome uncertain.
You can't say that because Islam is very, very great at striking as well. Islam's very talented as well. You saw the setup with Volkanovski. Goes to the body, kick, then takes it to the head and puts him away. So you can't say that. Islam loves to strike, and he's damn good at it. You saw him with the right hook or left hook. He put Charles Oliveira down, jumped onto the arm triangle, and finished him. So yeah, we can't say that. I think both guys are extremely talented. Obviously, Islam does have the advantage with the grappling, so we'll see how it plays out.
He kept a balanced perspective on the matchup between Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev, highlighting that both fighters bring exceptional skill and talent. He noted Jack's steady rise through the division, demonstrating dedication and the ability to become a champion. Usman also pointed out that the fight presents unique challenges for both competitors, making it an exciting and unpredictable contest.
Both guys are really good. JDM has been a guy that I had my eye on because I see he's coming up in the working his way up in division. Of course, I always said that guy's talented. That guy could be something special. And he worked his way up, and guess what? He became the champion. Also with Islam is former pound for pound. Now still up there. And so I don't think in history we've ever had the pound for pound and former pound for pound compete against one another. So obviously, let's be honest, that's probably a bigger blockbuster fight.
Following Kamaru Usman's perspectives, Bryce Mitchell is also excited about the forthcoming battle between Islam Makhachev and JDM, recognizing it as an excellent matchup. He is also providing his forecast for the match with JDM as his preferred fighter. Bryce believes that JDM's style makes him a formidable adversary, and he thinks that Islam will confront the toughest battle of his life. As excitement mounts, fans can't wait to find out how this will unfold.
Islam versus JDM. Okay. I'm going to go with JDM on that one. And the reason being is because I just love that style. Islam is going to be the hardest fight he's ever had in his life. That's not an understatement. That is an understatement. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Last but not the least, Ariel Helwani talked with his colleagues about the upcoming fight card, pointing out that it may not capture mainstream attention like bouts with massive stars. He noted that while Islam Makhachev has a strong following, his appeal is more niche compared to the sport's biggest names. Still, the card features exciting matchups that hardcore MMA fans will not want to miss. Helwani stressed that anyone who truly follows the sport will be watching the fights.
Do you guys agree with what Chill was saying? No buzz, no one talk. Like, it really is an amazing card, but then when you break down the personalities, I can kind of see, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like people are pumped about this one.
Yeah, but this does feel like a fight fans card to an extent, right? Like I don't think Islam and Jack are the guys that get like Islam is one of the bigger stars.
Yeah,
Islam is very popular.
But I don't think casual people are tuning in for the Islams in the same way that it's the Connors, the Johns, the Alex, even Alex, you know, like I think he draws in a different fan base. And so, yeah, I get that.
The fight is shaping up to be one of the most compelling matchups in recent UFC history. Islam's elite grappling and refined striking will face Jack's precise boxing, relentless pressure, and intelligent scrambles, creating a true clash of styles. Experts and fighters alike acknowledge the skill, preparation, and unpredictability both bring to the octagon. This fight promises to be an intense, competitive, and unforgettable showdown that could have a lasting impact on both of their careers. In conclusion, both fighters bring something unique to the table, making it impossible to predict the outcome with certainty. Fans can expect high-level strategy, explosive moments, and constant action from start to finish. No matter who comes out on top, this fight is set to be a defining moment for both Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena.